All right, hello and welcome everyone. Doug with the LincolnList.com. I want to welcome you back to another whiteboard lesson. Today our topic is going to be how do you get started in day trading, or just how do you get started in trading in general. Now before I start though, if you do like the educational content from this channel, you'd like to keep up to date with the Lincoln List, just subscribe to the channel. And if you like the video, click that you like it. Also, if you have questions you'd like to send our way, our email is support@thelincolnlist.com, or just leave it down in the comment section. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. So let's get started. How do you actually start trading or become a day trader or just a trader in general? Now, obviously, to answer you directly, this is really easy. All you really need to do is just scrape a couple of bucks together, fill out an application with a retail broker, and man, you're good to go. And to me, and to a lot of us who trade, that is the single biggest problem and the single biggest reason why people fail is because there isn't any help after you do that. I mean, if it's your money, they'll open an account. When you open up with TD Ameritrade, Interactive Brokers, it doesn't matter. But as soon as you open it up, they're not calling you up asking you what kind of trades you're making. They're not asking you what kind of strategy you have. You're just free to kind of go buck wild in the market. And of course, that's what causes people to lose money. So there's a right way to do something and there is a wrong way. Now trading, I've always explained to people in the past, you look back through my videos, it's very, very important for you guys to start out the right way. I want you to consider trading, because of its emotional commitment, to be a lot like a relationship. If you get into a very bad relationship when you are young, I'm sorry if you're in one right now and you're coming out of it, I don't mean to add sadness to it, but if you start out a really bad relationship, those behaviors and that trauma will last you for the rest of your life. You will judge every single human being on the rest of their life based on what happened to you back then. That's just human nature. And what I'm really getting at here is that if you start out and you suffer a lot of losses and a lot of rejection and you lose a lot of money, that emotional baggage, once you turn things around and learn how to trade, you may never be able to kill all of those demons. They may follow you for the rest of your life, and you may never be able to be successful. I've talked about this before, so it's very, very important how you start out. So number one, the very first thing that you must do before you do anything whatsoever, I don't care if you have no money now, you're thinking about trading in the future, makes no difference if you got $1 million, you must, by all means, educate yourself first, okay? And I don't really care where you start out with education. You know, any education is better than no education. Read a damn book, get a DVD. I mean, even if it's a cheesy one, just get it. Get an idea of what strategies are out there, how traders review the market, learn about stop losses, understand how to manage risk. Just start educating yourself. Candlesticks, VWAP, moving averages. Just start somewhere. Now, if you don't want to spend money on DVDs, you don't have to go that route. There's a lot of free information. I'm sure if you look right down the side of this page over here, it's going to be a lot of people talking about how they trade and so on. And again, it doesn't matter how cheesy it is, just get some form of education so you understand what the hell the stock market is, first of all. How do you actually make orders? How do you read charts? Whatever it may be, get that education. The second thing you want to do is right after that, or during that, because you're always going to educate, I should say, is I want you to just watch the damn stock market, okay? Just look at the thing. This is before you put any money to work. I want you to watch the stock market, because you're going to learn more from watching it than you ever will from reading stuff, okay? I mean, just think about it. It's like, you guys know, right? Everybody's been watching this, has been in school before. There's all that stuff you studied in school before. Like whether you know who was the emperor of Rome several centuries ago, doesn't matter, make a damn bit of difference when you're sitting at a desk across from somebody that can decide your financial future in a job interview. And it has nothing to do with it, right? So trading is the same way. What you read in books and what you read in DVDs won't necessarily translate that easily into a real-time market environment. So when you're saying, what am I actually looking for? What you're watching is you're looking for levels, and this is very, very important. This may be, you might not understand what I'm talking about if you're new. Some of you guys out there that have been trading for a little while, you know what I'm talking about. What you're really looking for is how stocks react to certain prices. So when you get your education and maybe you study VWAP, or maybe you're looking at moving averages, supports and resistances, you want to pay attention how stocks behave at certain price levels. Okay? Because all of us market technicians think alike, and we believe that stocks just trade from one level to the next. So if they break resistance, they will trade to the next resistance. When they get to resistance, they'll probably sell off and come back down to support. Stocks usually get bought up at support and run back to resistance. There's always a reason that a stock runs to a certain price. So when you see it and you're wondering, where is this going to go? There's always an answer. How far will it sell off? There's always an answer. There's always a level. There's always a number. And by watching how this reacts and watching these levels, you get a chance to see how it works out in a real-time environment. And that's what you're training yourself for, is to understand the little intricate nuances that the market has. Now, once you've done this for a little while, it'll be time for you to open up an account. Maybe you've already got an account. You don't necessarily need to do this, but you'll need to make a decision based on what kind of trader you become throughout this process as into what account you open. Okay, not every account is right for every trader. There are accounts out there that are specifically tailored for day traders. There's ones out there that are better for investors. You just have to kind of figure that out. Now, one of the things that people always talk about, that we're going to do the debate, and if you follow me for any one time, you know it's slam time when it comes to paper trading, okay? I'm going to put down as the last one here is to trade small, okay? I do not give a damn about what you can do in paper trading. I don't care what your results were like in paper trading. I'm not saying that to be a dick, you know? It may come off that way. That's not what I'm trying to do. And I tell you why, because I set the standard right here early, okay? Emotion. You got to educate yourself. You got to deal with emotion. We said there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Paper trading doesn't have emotion to it. And that's where, everybody makes money on a sim account, because there's no consequences if you lose. It's hard to build discipline if you don't have fear, if you don't have respect. It's hard to build discipline. So you're going to need that. Trade small, okay? And I'd rather you trade live, and I really mean this. I really mean this. I'd rather you trade 5 shares, 10 shares. Don't even worry about what kind of money you're making. Just take all of this education, the skills that you've practiced, the levels you watch, you start to put that strategy into effect and trade just small, okay? Now, it may seem stupid at first because I know nobody wants to take the slow road. You want to just have your millions. You want to have it right now. It doesn't work that way. In the beginning of your career, you're trying to survive. You're trying to make it a career, and you're trying to build the right kind of habits. Once you trade small and you do that for a little while and you start making money, this is the easiest job in the world for a raise. Rather than you have to go to a boss and ask him for a raise and tell him, look, I'm a good worker, give me the raise, I deserve it. You don't have to do that here. All you got to do is take these same strategies, same stuff you've learned, and just start upping your size. That's all you got to do. You start out 10 shares, you move to 20 to 40, 40 to 80. In no time, you're trading thousands of shares and you're making money. But what you've done is you've built discipline along the way. So in a roundabout way, whether you follow these steps to the T or you don't, I really want to highlight that the very beginning part of your career is important on how you begin to trade and how you enter the business. And by all means, find a mentor, get educated, read stuff. Just take the time, 30 minutes a night, an hour a night, and educate and watch that market. Just spend maybe a month just looking at the thing, writing things down, taking notes, because when you see that in real time, your perception is going to change about how business is done on Wall Street. So I hope a lot of this stuff helped you out. As always, if you guys need that one-on-one education, you need some help, you're looking for that mentorship, visit thelincolnlist.com and trade with us live. Until the next whiteboard, I want to thank you for watching. Take care.